Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into something truly remarkable. A land our source material calls a place of, well, timeless wonders. We're talking about India, our mission, to kind of unpack the secret behind its extraordinary unity amidst, unparalleled diversity,
hmm
and how its deep historical roots are powering its cutting-edge future.
And what's so compelling about India is exactly that paradox. I mean, a country so vast, so varied in, well, every conceivable way, yet it maintains such a strong, undeniable sense of cohesion. This exploration, it's designed to give you that shortcut, to understanding India's multifaceted identity,
Right.
delivering those aha moments without feeling like overwhelmed.
Right, okay, let's unpack this right from the start then. India, officially the Republic of India, one of the oldest civilizations in the world, its heritage spans millennia. It's located in South Asia, bordered by the huge Himalayas to the north. And just to give you a sense of its incredible scale, it's the seventh largest country by land area
Hmm.
and the second most populous globally, which is just huge. And remarkably, it stands as the world's largest democracy.
Right. And it's intriguing how even these basic facts, they immediately bring up that core concept, don't they? India as a symbol of unity and diversity.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, 22 official languages, countless religions, festivals, distinct cultures, all coexisting. It's this vibrant harmony. This isn't just a slogan.
Mm.
It's dynamic. It's almost like alchemy, a continuous negotiation that defines the nation.
Absolutely. And that diversity, it really starts with the land itself. The geography. India stretches majestically from those towering Himalayas in the north all the way down to the tropical coastline of Kanyakumari in the south. It's a huge range. Its geography as well, breathtakingly varied. You've got snow-capped peaks, then these incredibly fertile plains like the vast Ganga Basin. Then you shift to the immense arid Great Indian Desert, the Thar, and beyond that you find lush forests, vital wildlife sanctuaries, and of course these long coastlines with really scenic beaches. And the rivers, major rivers like the Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Godavari, they don't just shape the landscape, they literally shape the lives of millions and millions of people.
Yeah, and that geographical diversity, it really laid the groundwork, you could say, for India's profound history and heritage. This isn't just a place with a past. Its history goes back over 5,000 years. It's proudly home to the ancient Indus Valley civilization, one of the world's earliest. And following that, you had great empires rising and falling, each leaving its mark. Indelible marks. Think of the Maurya Empire, unifying a huge area, spreading Buddhist ideals. Or the Gupta era, often called a golden age for its breakthroughs in maths and science. Incredible stuff. Later, the Mughals brought new art, new architecture. And the Marathas showed this powerful indigenous resistance. So all these different eras contributed distinct layers to India's identity. And this layering, it continued with the arrival of the British, leading to colonial rule, which finally ended in 1947. India gained its hard-won independence under leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Subhash Chandra Bose.
That historical layering you just described, it sounds immense. It's almost hard to grasp. From the source material, what's maybe one specific way you see, say, the Mughal influence still playing out in modern India's daily identity, beyond just the big monuments, I mean?
That's a great question. And the sources do highlight things like, well, the culinary landscape,
Mm.
especially in the north. So much of the food bears the stamp of Mughal kitchens, that richness, those techniques. Beyond food, think about intricate miniature paintings, even aspects of classical music. There's a syncretic blend, a mixing that really evolved under their patronage. It's subtle sometimes, but it's definitely a pervasive cultural legacy.
Interesting. And what I found particularly striking in the sources and really speaks to that unity and diversity is just how many major world religions actually started right here in India. It's the birthplace of four major ones: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. But crucially, it's not just about what began there. It's also a home, a thriving home for Islam, Christianity, Zoroastrianism, and numerous other faiths. It really reflects this genuine religious pluralism, and you can literally see this everywhere. Temples, mosques, churches, gurudwaras, monasteries, often standing side by side across the country.
Exactly. And this spiritual richness, it feeds directly into India's incredibly vibrant culture and its festivals. It's inseparable. The country genuinely seems to celebrate life through just an astounding number of festivals, ancient rituals, diverse music, expressive dance, and of course the incredible food we started touching on. Think about huge festivals like Diwali, the Festival of Lights, when everything just glows, or Holi, the Festival of Colors, which is just this joyous explosion of color. And then there's so many other significant celebrations: Eid, Christmas, Navratri, Onam, Baisakhi, Pongal. The list goes on. What's really compelling is how every festival, pretty much regardless of its specific origin, it manages to bring people together. It transcends differences in religion or language. The sheer scale of it, the collective participation, it visually embodies that unity and diversity we keep talking about.
As you talk about these countless festivals, I'm just struck by the sheer logistical challenge. I mean, orchestrating so many distinct celebrations across such a vast country. Does the source material give any insight into how a country with such diverse practices actually fosters this kind of nationwide participation?
Well, it really seems to point to a deeply ingrained cultural ethos, something about inclusivity. The sources describe how many festivals, maybe rooted in one religion, have kind of evolved. They've become broader cultural celebrations, shared experiences. So Christmas, for instance, it's celebrated quite widely across communities. And Diwali, while Hindu in origin, it's a national holiday enjoyed by almost everyone. It seems less about strict religious adherence sometimes and more about the shared joy, the community bonding. And that's a really powerful force.
Yeah, absolutely. And this vibrant spirit we see in the festivals, it extends so powerfully into India's rich artistic legacy, too. Its classical dance forms are just captivating. Styles like Bharatanatyam, Katha, Kathakali, Odissi, Kuchipudi each tell stories through these incredibly intricate movements and expressions. And the music is just as diverse. You've got the classical traditions, Hindustani and Carnatic music with their complex melodies. Then there are the folk arts, Madhubani painting, warli art, lively puppet shows, diverse tribal music. It's just layers upon layers. And, well, we can't talk about global influence without mentioning Bollywood, right? India's film industry, it's one of the largest in the world, and it has a truly global impact shaping pop culture far beyond its own borders.
Oh. Absolutely. And that global influence, it also extends into areas like wellness and ancient knowledge. Something I find incredibly insightful, India famously gifted the world yoga, a 5,000-year-old system developed for physical, mental, and spiritual well-being, now practiced everywhere. And similarly, Ayurveda, it's this traditional system of medicine, deeply rooted in India's holistic approach to health and life. What's truly fascinating, I think, is how these ancient wellness practices are finding new relevance today, in unexpected places even. From corporate boardrooms in Silicon Valley adopting mindfulness techniques derived from yoga, to modern medical research actually validating specific Ayurvedic herbs or formulations. It really shows their adaptive nature, doesn't it? And maybe reflects this growing global hunger for holistic well-being that goes beyond borders.
It really does. And from this profound cultural heritage, it feels like a natural step into India's pioneering knowledge and modern aspirations. I mean, the country that gave the world the concept of zero, it wasn't going to stop there, was it? India's made truly remarkable contributions throughout history. Think about those key mathematical advancements, the concept of zero itself, the decimal system, fundamental things that changed global mathematics forever. It also has this long, rich history of contributions in astronomy and science. And if we fast forward to today, India is making incredible strides in space research. You look at ISRO's Mars mission, the Chandrayaan lunar missions, really pushing boundaries. And today, India is widely recognized as a global hub for software, for countless startups, for innovation across so many fields.
Right. And this innovation, this diversity, it also translates beautifully into everyday life. Especially, I think, through Indian cuisine. Indian food is world-renowned. We all know that. For its incredible spices, complex flavors, and just astounding diversity. It's so much more than just curry. Just look at the regional variations. It's mind-blowing. In North India, you get those rich dishes like butter chicken, naan bread fresh from a tandoor, comforting rajma chawal, or chole bhature. Then you go south for crispy dosa, tangy sambar, soft idli, fresh coconut chutney. Completely different flavor profiles. West India, you'll find things like tangy dokla, savory thepla, and that super popular street food, pav bhaji. And over in the east, think delicate makar johol fish curry, those popular momos, or traditional litti choka. Honestly, each region offers a completely unique culinary journey. It tells its own story.
Makes you hungry just listening to it. And when it comes to national passions that unite people, sports definitely plays a huge role too. Cricket is, well, it's more than a sport, isn't it? It's almost a religion there. Definitely the most popular. But you also have huge followings for football, kabaddi, wrestling, badminton. And India has produced some truly world-class athletes across various disciplines. Plus, it's successfully hosted major international sporting events, showing its capabilities on the global stage.
And this brings us back, full circle to that central theme. Unity in diversity.
Hmm.
Just think about these concrete examples again. 28 states and 8 union territories, 22 official languages, plus hundreds, literally hundreds, of dialects spoken across the land. Yet, despite this immense diversity, it's almost unfathomable. Really, India remains this shining example. An example of how people of different faiths, different cultures, different regions can and do come together as one nation. It's really a testament, I think, to the resilience and that constant dynamic negotiation required to thrive as such a vibrant, complex society.
So, as our source material beautifully sums it up, India isn't just a country. It's described as a civilization, an emotion, an experience. Which feels right. It's a land that's on this incredible journey, isn't it? From deep spiritual wisdom to remarkable scientific progress. From its ancient traditional roots to its really modern aspirations, constantly inspiring, fascinating, and always evolving.
Absolutely. And building on that idea, that continuous evolution and its capacity to fascinate, maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to consider. How might India's unique ability, this knack for blending such deep historical roots with rapid modern innovation, and its sustained, though sometimes tested, commitment to pluralism, how might that serve as a powerful example or perhaps offer some lessons for other diverse societies around the world, especially as we all navigate this increasingly interconnected, complex global